Hi everyone, welcome back to Wrestling Fun with Father and Son. I'm Father Matt and this is Son.
Hi.
And this is our Elimination Chamber 2020 reactions. Yep, we're going to quickly go through majority of Elimination Chamber because to be honest, I don't think it was that filled. It kind of felt like a really rushed, put together show. So we'll go through the talking points and that and share some reactions on the bigger matches. But we'll go through some of the smaller bits and just sort of skip through them. Like the first match, which was Daniel Bryan versus Gulak. Daniel Bryan won with the yes lock. Again, not much to really say about that match. Next we had Andrade defending his US title against Humberto Carrillo. Again, Andrade retained. He pulled the tights and got the win. The first real talking point I would say would be the tag team elimination chamber match for the SmackDown tag team titles. Started off with the New Day versus the Usos, and then obviously you had Lucha House Party, Miz and Morrison, Heavy Machinery and Ziggler and Rude in the pods. I'll put the elimination order and we'll go through some of the talking points. We'll go through the talking points first, I think, before we go through the elimination order. There was a really cool high spot with, was it Dorado or... I think it was Dorado, where he sort of scaled the top of the chamber and he did sort of a sort of swing and back flip right down onto everyone. That was a quite cool little spot, wasn't it? And then there was a nice wicked spot with Otis where I think it was Ziggler and Rude. They sort of threw Otis through the pods, through the outside to the outside. Yep, the door was open, so they threw him and he went straight through the back of the pod and ended up on the outside, which was a nice little cool little Heavy Machinery spot. Never seen that done in the cage before, but then they shortly got eliminated. Then the end, and I thought was a really cool little roll up. So we'll go through the elimination order before we go through the end and spot. Lucha House Party, they were eliminated first, followed by Heavy Machinery, followed then by Ziggler and Rude, followed by the New Day, and then followed by the Usos. So Miz and Morrison, they actually retained. There was a nice little spot where I think it was one of the Usos, he was sort of at the ropes. Miz sort of goes underneath between his legs, pulls him down like that. Morrison then jumps over the top of him and pulls on him, and they sort of hold him in a bridge and pin type thing. I thought that was really cool and really nicely done. Next, another talking point, AJ Styles versus Aleister Black in a no DQ match. Obviously the other members of the OC were at ringside. There was some cool little spots with a kendo stick and a chair.
No DQ match.
Yeah, I did say that. I said no disqualifications, didn't I? I thought I did that. Yeah, the nice little spots with a kendo stick and a chair. There was a table used as well with a double knees to AJ Styles from Black through the table. That was at the end basically where the main talking point was, is because it looked like Aleister Black was going to win, only for Gallows and Anderson to come into the ring, 3-on-1 attack, only for what to happen?
The lights went out.
Yep, and what happened?
The Undertaker appeared.
Yep, the Undertaker appeared. He then proceeded to take out Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and then it looked like AJ Styles was going to do a phenomenal forearm. Gets caught, choke slam. Yep, choke slam again. I would say no tombstone, so I'm wondering if he's now.
Last ride.
Yeah, no last ride, no tombstone. It does look like now that maybe the Undertaker sort of stopped himself from doing a tombstone now. Obviously during the match there was a bit of a mocking tombstone as well from AJ Styles when he got Aleister Black and what looked like it was going to be a tombstone. Did the throat cut, so there's obviously a little bit of tension there. At the end it was Aleister Black who got the win over AJ Styles because of the Undertaker. Looks like we're now heading for AJ Styles versus the Undertaker, definitely at WrestleMania now, and that'll be followed up on tonight's Raw. Next we had the Street Profits defending the Raw Tag Team Championships against Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. Street Profits retained. I don't really want to talk about that too much. Another talking point, Strowman versus Sami Zayn, Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. Bit of an upset here because it was Sami Zayn who got the win over Strowman. He's now the new Intercontinental title holder. First titles his first championship he's won on the main roster since NXT, so it's been a long time coming. I'm not really a fan of Sami Zayn. I just can't get into him. It's good for him, but I don't really want to see the belt on him. But oh well. And then the last match will be the women's chamber match. We'll go through the competitors and some of the orders. Natalia started off against Ruby Riott. Obviously, then you had Sarah Logan, you had Shayna Baszler, Liv Morgan, and Asuka in the pods. It wasn't really much to this match until Shayna Baszler got in, and then she basically just decimated everyone, choked everyone out, and got the win. That was basically it. It was kind of predictable that she was going to win, to be honest, being since they sort of said a couple of weeks ago on Raw, you know, she said, I'm going to basically have a match with you. So, yeah, not much to really say about.
She just dominated.
Yeah, she literally just dominated the whole match. It was basically the Shayna Baszler show. No doubt, to be honest, that was going to happen. So that was kind of it. Elimination Chamber. It really was a filler pay-per-view. They could have done without this pay-per-view, and they could have just went to Saudi Arabia, did the Super Showdown, then had this big build-up to WrestleMania. Didn't really need this. I think this kind of, apart from the women's match, kind of nothing really on the AJ Styles with Undertaker. They didn't really add anything to WrestleMania, to be fair. They didn't really add anything to WWE, especially when they're in an age where they're struggling with storylines. I just don't think they should have had this.
They also said that Edge is going to come back.
Yep, that's right. On tonight's Raw, Edge will be on there, so it looks like we'll be doing a Raw review. Didn't do no SmackDown review because, to be fair, I did say we were going to do one. It's just nothing on there. I'm not going to do a video with a product that I don't really like and don't really enjoy. So to be honest, there was nothing on SmackDown to really enjoy. Same with Raw. I'm more enjoying AEW. So, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. So I'll say goodbye and say goodbye, Kai.
Yeah, bye.
Goodbye.